You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Come in. Look, Moti, our neighbors come to visit us again. Come in. Are you all right, Rosa? You look a little preoccupied.
I'm fine.
That's odd. Moti never acts like that.
Oh, jeez. In case you haven't noticed, some animals can sense me. Are you getting a good look, Mutt? Boo!
What's gotten into you, Moti? I'm sorry, he must be sick or something.
It's all right. You said yesterday that you sense things.
Yes?
Could you tell me more about that?
Well, I'm not psychic or anything, if that's what you mean. I'm just observant. Anyone could tell something was wrong if they kept their eyes open. Speaking of which, care to tell me what's wrong?
What do you mean?
You look ill at ease, uncomfortable. The way your eyes keep moving back and forth. Is everything all right?
Say you're fine, kid.
I'm fine.
Yep, everything's just dandy.
Just Andy.
And could you stop looking at me? I mean, I know it's hard.
I see. Well, I'm here if you need me.
Well, I'd better go.
Take care, Rosa. Come back whenever you'd like.
Come here, boy. There's nothing to be afraid of, I hope. There's nothing to be, I hope. See ya.
You know I spoil you. Go get it.
So, dogs can see you, huh?
Dogs, cats, birds, any dumb animal.
So what does that make me?
I don't know. A gerbil? You kinda look like a gerbil.
Shut up. Kelly gave me the photograph in the first place. I probably should return it to her. Hi, it's me again.
You have more questions, I imagine?
Yeah, is that okay?
I suppose so. What do you want to know?
Do you recognize the girls in this photo?
Well, that's JoAnn. They're on the left.
And the other two?
I definitely recognize them. They were friends of JoAnn. They were up here all the time, but I never spoke to them.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
Yo, it's open.
After you.
Yeah?
It's the only bed in the room. I guess Kelly got rid of the other bed after JoAnn left. It's just a telephone. There's a notebook on JoAnn's desk. That's her, the ghost in the park. She looks so happy here. I wonder what happened to make her like that. I recognize her. That's JoAnn. The future Mrs. Davenport? I wonder what that means. I recognize her. The future... She's covered her wall with rock posters. Maybe there's a connection, but I can't see it. Maybe there's... The window has safety bars on it. I guess that's kind of ironic in a morbid kind of way. Could I ask you some follow-up questions, Kelly?
Fine. Make it quick.
Thanks again for lending me that photograph.
No big deal. It was just sitting there on her desk.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Midterms are a bitch, but I'm handling it. Or I would be handling it if you didn't keep bugging me.
Can I take a look around?
What for?
Just to see if I can find anything else about JoAnn.
What, you're a detective now?
Well,
Forget it.
could you tell me about the other two girls in the photo?
Oh, them.
You know them.
Only through JoAnn.
Do you know their names?
Blonde girl is Allie, I think. And the Asian girl? She's Susan. Tried to avoid them when they were here.
Really? Why?
Look, I need my space. JoAnn needed her friends around her. So whenever JoAnn turned this place into social central, I had to split. They didn't care for me, and I didn't much care for them.
Do you know anyone named Davenport?
No, but it's a stupid name.
It's written right over here on JoAnn's bulletin board.
You think I care what she does? I mean, what she did? I mean, I don't know anyone with that name. Sorry.
Do you know anything about JoAnn's friend Allie?
You mean Miss Blondie?
Yeah.
I know enough, which isn't much. She was over here all the time visiting JoAnn. She was kinda sweet, I guess. Laughed all the time. Ugh, that was annoying. That was usually my cue to get out of here. What do you want to know about her?
I'm having difficulty finding her. Would you know where she is?
I don't know, she could be anywhere. Studying, partying.
Pushing up daisies.
Shh.
Huh?
Nothing.
Right.
Do you know anyone named...
No, but it's just...
It's
You
written...
think I mean, sorry.
Do you know anything about JoAnn's...
You mean Miss Blondie?
Yeah.
I know she was... Oh, what?
I'm having...
Pushing up.
Huh?
Nothing.
Right.
I don't suppose you know anything about Susan.
Not much. Quiet, I guess. Maybe she just didn't talk around me. I never stuck around long enough to get to know her.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Thanks again, Kelly.
Whatever.
I'm not getting into Kelly's bed. She hates me enough already. Can I?
No. JoAnn and I might not have been buddies, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some stranger paw through her stuff.
Could I ask you some follow-up?
Make it quick.
Please let me look around. It would really help me out.
I've helped you out enough. You can ask your stupid questions, but you touch nothing.
Please let me look. It would really...
I've helped you can
Thanks again.
whatever.
Can I use your phone?
What?
It'll only take a second.
Fine, fine. Just hurry up.
Who do you think you're calling?
Thanks again, Kelly.
Yeah, sure.
Can I use your phone again?
Again?
It'll only take a second.
Fine.
Hello, could I speak to Joey, please? Hi, Joey? Yes, I had some questions for you.
Not bad, kid, not bad. If you got something to say it quick. Lady Pincushion here is starting to look a little hot under the collar.
Yes, hello. Could you tell me what I'm supposed to do now, please?
Do. Look around, check for clues. We need all the information we can get our hands on.
Joey, I'm not sure I can do what you asked me to do. This is stupid.
Kid, you have to. Don't back out now.
You performed a little trick for me earlier. I'd like you to repeat it for me.
Trick?
Joey, do you see the pile of papers on the desk?
Yeah?
I need you to work your magic on them.
Sure, I can handle that.
Thanks again, Kelly.
Yeah, sure.
Nice one. So, congratulations, kid. You committed your first burglary.
Is that what I just did?
For the greater good, kid. For the greater good.
That makes me feel so much better. Hi, it's...
You have...
Yeah,
I said, what do you...
thanks anyway.
Davenport? No. Nobody named Davenport on this floor.
Thanks anyway. Do you know anything about JoAnn's friend Allie?
I'm afraid not. Who is Allie?
She's... Never mind, it's not important.
Alright.
Did you ever meet JoAnn's friend Susan?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Well, that's... Thanks.
Just...
Joey?
Yes?
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
I guess. She was a tough lady. Stubborn. Smoked like a chimney.
Anything else?
Later, kid, later. Let's get through this first.
What was my grandmother like?
Old Patty Cake was a real bundle of laughs.
Patty cake?
Yeah, your grandmother. Her name was Patricia, right? So you get Pat, Patty, Patty Cake.
You really called her patty cake?
Yeah, that really hacked her off. Come to think of it, just about everything I did hacked her off.
Like what?
Like... forget it. Ask me later.
Joey, you're in this photograph.
Oh, so I am. That was Jack and Maria's wedding.
My parents?
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about this picture, Joey?
Oh, yeah. I remember this. This was taken about 40 years ago. Your grandmother insisted on it.
So that's my grandmother.
Yep.
And that's my dad? And Auntie Lauren?
In the flesh.
Can you tell me more?
Your aunt, always ready to... We got on famously.
So you liked her?
Liked her? Hell. Sure, I liked her. She was the first person in 10 years who was willing to talk to me. She didn't scream or run away, and she certainly didn't swoon like some people.
Shut up.
She just looked right at me and said, "Oh, that was it. That was all I needed to hear."
So what happened after that?
What is this, an interrogation? Cut it with the questions, kid, you're bothering me. We'll talk about this later.
Let's talk some more about Auntie Lauren.
Like I said, kid, later. We've got stuff to do first.
Let's talk some more.
Like I said, we've got...
Why did she hate you so much?
Because I ruined her perfect little life. She had the nice house, the supportive hubby, the 2 kids, and then I come along.
Yeah, you have a way of ruining peaceful lives. Anything else?
Nah, I'm done talking about her. Ask me again later.
I'd like to talk.
I said we'll talk about that later, sweetheart. Now we got stuff to do.
Why were you at the wedding?
Because your aunt insisted on going, and I go where she goes. I could have talked her out of it, but she put her foot down. Tough lady, your aunt, when she needed to be.
You don't look very happy in this picture.
That's because I wasn't. There was a spirit trapped in an alley down in Chinatown. A little girl, 5 years old. lost and confused and needing our help. But did your aunt want to solve the case? No. Going to the wedding was important, she said. More important. Can you imagine?
I don't know. What were you doing in this picture?
Being ignored, as usual. Real strong believer in denial, that woman.
Do you remember anything else about that day?
It was over 40 years ago, doll. Stupid hair and ugly sweaters, that's all I remember.
Can you tell me anything else about the wedding?
I don't know. There was music. The bride wore white. It was over 30 years ago. Just because I'm dead doesn't mean my memory is perfect.
I'd like to talk about...
I said we'll talk about... Now we got...
I wonder if the name Davenport has any significance.
It could. You never know.
I wonder if the name...
It
So the ghost's name is Allie,
looks like it.
and she's trapped in the dog run at Washington Square Park,
That's where she is.
and we have to save her.
Yep.
Is this going to be a typical day from now on?
You'll look back on this as one of the normal ones.
I don't suppose you know anything about Susan.
Nope, no more than you.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
Davenport is too common a name. I need a first name at least. Without a last name, the word Allie is pretty useless. It's too common a name. Without a last name, the word Susan is pretty useless. It's too common a name. The word Davenport was written on JoAnn's bulletin board underneath Susan's picture. Maybe Allie knows who Davenport is. The name Mrs. Davenport was written under a picture of Susan. Looks like standard poli-sci lecture notes. It looks like JoAnn liked to doodle in class. The last set of notes in this notebook are pretty strange. I'd better take a closer look. JoAnn drew this picture of Susan and this guy, and wrote Susan and Alexander underneath it. A boyfriend, maybe? This name was written underneath a picture JoAnn drew in her notebook. I think it's safe to say that these refer to the same person. I want to talk to you, Joe.
Yeah?
Who do you think Alexander is?
Well, judging from that silly doodle you're carrying around, I'd say he was Susan's boyfriend.
You think he's involved?
Anything's possible.
Who do you think You think he...
Anything.
I think I've...
Yeah, let's...
And Alexander Davenport was listed as being on the hockey team at NYU. It doesn't say anything else about him, though. And it doesn't... Whoever Alexander Davenport is, Susan must like him a lot. He's either a boyfriend or something close to it. Could Alexander Davenport have killed Allie? The school thought that Adrian was a girl because of his name. Alex could also be a girl's name. I wonder. Whoever Alexander, he's either a